Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dorfromantik. Today has been a long time coming. We are gonna reach 500,000 points, halfway there to the million, if that is indeed our goal. We have a very healthy tile stack, and I think it would be kind of amazing if we at the same time today could hit 600 tiles. That would be two milestones all at once, two great milestones all at once, but that's not going to be easy. We're definitely going to hit the 500,000 for sure, but this one might not be so easy. I think we would need the help of a few missions. Are we close anywhere? We're probably looking at the forests. Yes, we have one there, possibly two, depending on how many forest tiles we get. We have fields over here as well. We could maybe. That's not out of the question at all to reach that one. But unfortunately, that is all we have. So we need to get lucky, I would think, if we want to get us up to 600 tiles here. But who knows? Maybe we'll find a couple of tiles for the middle here. Let me just find my notes here, and because we are very professional, I definitely should have done that before, but it's okay. Okay, well, we start off with a bit of river. Can we get that in anywhere and still get a perfect tile? Let's try and focus a lot on the perfect tiles today, if we can. If we can, that would be great. But I don't think this one is going to work anywhere, is it? Well, I suppose, but that is really bad placement. Really bad placement, so... we do actually have an upcoming double perfect tile here, so that's excellent. That's a good start. That negates this one at least. Yeah, unfortunately, all the three-sided matches that we can find, or that we have found so far, we have this one, doesn't really lead to anything good over here. This one doesn't yield a perfect tile. There was one up here as well. This doesn't yield a perfect tile either, so yeah. Well, no, there's absolutely disaster in there. So that is definitely a no-go. I think we have watered too many other places. We are already at 550 because we placed a few extra tiles last episode. That's okay, that's okay. I guess we could also get a double one down here if we do this. Yeah, let's do no. You know what? This doesn't add to anything. And we have a double already. If we didn't have that other placement, I might have placed it there, but I think for now we will go ahead and add it to the rest of the network here. We could do this, so if we get a simple tile with some forest in the future, we will get two perfect tiles. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. You, however, will go over here because we know we want to try and go for this mission. And this is a good start. Ooh, what is that? I think that's too much field. Perfect. Did we already get one of these? I think we got one of these. Yeah, we got this one. So this was indeed too much field for here, but it was close. Okay, well, this is forest, but it's also field, which is probably something we don't really want over here. Not next to our forest anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we will look around for something. Forest and field heavy. Hopefully something that'll yield two perfect tiles. We are still status quo thanks to the previous tile, but it might not necessarily last. No, that's not a good spot. We need some river there, so let's not make it any harder than it already is. Oh, that's actually not bad. That is a perfect tile. Let's see if we can remember that. I think I've learned that I need to do these in the morning when I have the most energy. See, something like that. That's actually not a... It's not a bad match, but unfortunately it doesn't give us any perfect tiles, so we can't really take it. I feel like we can't take it anyway. Nope, that is not a good match. Yeah, finding a pocket and getting, you know, tons of perfect tiles will definitely be a great help if we want to hit 600 today. You're not quite connected to the rest of this field here. I was about to say that it would also be nice if we could connect this field to the rest of the network. We actually have great potential for a lot of perfect tiles up here with some very simple tiles. I mean, if we hadn't been trying to go for 600, I would have placed this here, I think. That's a good simple place, good simple tiles needed right there. Yeah, let's see if we can find this one over here again. I think it was here. Yep. Let's grab our perfect tile and move on. Okay. You can definitely be utilized somewhere. That is probably better here. Yeah, in this way we need some... We actually need this kind of tile if the house had been over here. So I think this is a safer bet. Let's do that. And it completes a mission. Perfect tile as well. That's exactly what we want. Let's see. Do you go down here? You could go right there. That is a kind of messy tile we're looking for down south there. Actually, the exact kind of tile coming up if there had been a house right there, but there isn't, so... It'd be nice to add to this mission as well, start working on it, and this does yield a perfect tile. Let's see if we have anywhere else. I actually wanted to check in here with the previous tile. No, it doesn't add up with anything. Okay, good enough. Oh, okay. We actually don't even have anywhere up here that's completely surrounded by houses anymore, but I guess that does make sense since we are trying to close it off. Well, then let's finally build a bit on this one. I know there's forest there and we would like to keep it clean, but I think that's okay. Here we go. I think forest for sure we want over here, and you fit there quite nicely. That is 2 perfect tiles. That's exactly what we want. Does make it difficult here, of course, since now we need to open up another row. That is an interesting tile we get offered now. Can we get a perfect tile with that? That is the question. We have a bunch of this kind of stuff up here, and oh my god, nope. It's a very nice match, but it's no perfect tile, and the river is kind of led in a horrendous way. That is such a shame as well. Wow, that would have been a great placement. But okay, we will search elsewhere. What about you? No. No, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Okay. We actually only 13 away from completing this one. I didn't see that. That is entirely doable. That is entirely doable. The problem with that, of course, is that it will more than likely require quite a few tiles. That does not yield us a perfect tile, so it's not actually a lucrative target for us. That being said, however, it doesn't look like we are going to get anywhere with this one. Yeah, that's gonna be a no. What do we have here? We have houses and forest. It might be a housing mission. Don't think this is terrible. It adds to the network. It does cost us a perfect tile, but I really didn't find anywhere. And there's so many. There's only one side that's grasslands on this tiles, which means it's going to be very difficult to find a spot, I feel. Even looking outside our big network, just trying to go for a perfect tile. While still trying to connect it to something, of course. I would imagine we can find a perfect tile if we completely ignore the water, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Yep. Okay, let's get one step closer to this hidden tile. It is a secondary goal in either case, so if we don't manage to get the 600 tiles, that's okay. But it would be nice. We would like to add it to this one, but that is not gonna yield a perfect tile. So let's add it up here. We have two missions here that are kind of close anyway, at least close to this one. So it's not really the end of the world. This will add some forest next to a railway, but that's okay. We have plenty of open avenues, and this does give us a perfect tile. So there we go. Okay. Strange as it looks to me, this could be like a really great tile, but I don't actually think it is. Forest and field. We definitely want some sort of field, I feel. Could add it over here, but I would like to keep this kind of free, especially of fields, but also kind of close off the forest over here, and focus on houses in here. Oh, it would be really nice to reveal this one so we can plan a bit for it. Find out what it is exactly in there. Hopefully it's something we can use. Hopefully it's a either forest or housing or village mission. That would be great. Oh, that was... yeah, but this... yeah, okay, no. Doesn't line up at all. Doesn't line up at all. What about... no. Nope. Nope. What about this pocket up here? That is a no. Okay, now let's just continue to look around. Let's see what we can find. Hopefully we'll find something. Okay, let's try and keep an open mind out for something like this as well. This is actually not bad, and maybe even with the upcoming tile we could place it there. That'll be perfect tile here, two perfect tiles there. Another row closed off. Of course, The downside of that is that we do want a tile like with so many trees to be over here. So we can complete our mission. But if we can't find anywhere else for this, well, we still might place this one down there. Yeah, we'll take this one, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let us do that. And you, my friend, could be there. You could be there. You could be over here as well. It'd be nice to have something a bit more open over here with the forest. I know we're trying to close it off, but we still have a big area here that could be forest for all the missions that we still have. We do have quite a few. This one opens it up quite a bit here. So let's grab that. Okay. Fields and houses. We do actually have that right there. That's not bad. Do we have better? Not that, at least. No, I don't think so. Let's grab that. Perfect tile as well. Okay, this is much more bared tile compared to the last one, so we should be able to find a perfect tile here with this one. I hope so. We can get this one, and I think that's actually a good idea to lead it away. We want to do that. That means we can also start building a bit down here if you want to, so let's do that. Then we have something like this. I would love to build this out, but oh, not with this tile. Not with this tile. What about down here? Do we have any missions? No. No, our missions are up here. You are hooked up to the rest. Yes. Okay. Well, we can find a spot. No, actually, you don't have houses on both sides there. Okay, I thought for sure there was. This icon obscured the side there. Okay. Well. Okay. Then we start looking elsewhere, I guess. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, we have one here. Doesn't really add to anything that we need, though. We have an interesting and possibly very useful tile coming up, but I'll have to see when we get there. Can we really not do anything with this tile down here? We have so much housing down here. It really doesn't look like it. No, that creates a triple need tile here to the south. Otherwise that could have been okay. What was the previous tile we placed down? Ah. Okay, I wanted to see if the field one maybe went up here, but I just remembered now that the house... We had two connected houses on that one, so... Wouldn't have been a good one anyway. Well, I suppose you could go in there. How does that look? That looks okay. As I said, I really want to keep it simple, but... We also can't keep it super simple. Not as simple as we want anyway. This is two perfect tiles, so let's go ahead and grab that one. Okay. Let's take a good look around with this tile. Is this something that we need? See, it actually is. It actually is. What would be better? This doesn't yield a perfect tile there. This yields maximum perfect tiles. So, yoinks. 5.99. That's very close. That's very close indeed. It's very close indeed. Especially considering we are probably not getting a perfect tile with this one. Ooh, we are. Excellent. 688. That is because you are not connected. That is completely fine. That is actually more than fine. Now we have a reason to connect this up if we want to. You should go over here. For a perfect tile as well. Ooh, another forest mission. That is exactly what we don't want to see, to be honest. But that is how it is. Let's plunk you over there. Okay. don't think we have a good spot for this one, unfortunately. Because the trick here is not just to get to the 600 tiles, it'll also be to hold it once we reach that, once we reach our milestone. Well, we have down here, but that would require a new row all over the place. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, in that case, I guess we'll keep looking. But I actually don't think we have a place for this one. No, I don't think so. No? Okay, well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Well, in that case, we are definitely going to prioritize something over here, because it's 3 field added to our missions. And if we want to... Excuse me. And if we want to do this mission today, that is, I think 3. Is that the max number we can get? What about the? Yeah, even the full-on field tiles, they have 3. So 3 is the max number we can add, I believe, on a single tile. That definitely makes it worth it. You are not connected, but this is not the way to do it. It would take a bit to get you over here anyway, so... do we have... forest? Anyway, we have this one. We could close this one off, and in turn creating a new one. But that might be... not a bad idea. It's not a... No, this is not a good idea, because this doesn't open up a new row. What would? This creates a triple tile need, so that is also not a good spot. So does this. Okay, so we are up here then, I guess. I mean, that's gotta be here then. That's the only spot we have, really. Okay. Okay, blank tile-ish with a single field. That could be there. That's actually not bad. That's 2 perfect tiles. Field down south towards some field. Let's go with that. And let's see. Let's see if we can keep the perfect tiles going with river. Might not be so easy anymore. That is not a perfect tile, even though it is a 3-sided match. Same goes for that one. I mean, I guess we could lead this one further away if we wanted to. It doesn't really necessarily do anything for us. You need field, so you're not a good match. We have you. I don't think we have anywhere, in all honesty, that would give us anything. We could take you, try and get you out, which we will need to do soon enough, I feel. We are kind of surrounding it over there. What do we have up here, to be honest, right now? Yeah, it's a perfect tile, but I do not want to open up any more river here. We want to keep this simple for now. Oh, forever. No... I don't like... this is a perfect tile, but I don't like... Actually, it could be the upcoming tile even we place right there. To hook it up. But it doesn't really change the amount of perfect tiles we get, because that would mean... either we get a perfect tile with this one and not the next one, or we get a perfect tile with the next one and not this one. So it doesn't really change anything. And then I would rather place this somewhere where it's utilized right now in our mission. And then get a possibly even several right here. Perfect tiles with the upcoming one. Yes, I don't mind that at all. Can even lead this one down here at some point. We could do this actually. It's not utilizing on our missions though, but it would yield us... That would actually yield us 3 perfect tiles suddenly instead of just the 2. That would bring us to 600 for now, I believe. Yep, now we just need to hold it. And with this tile, that is not gonna happen. Again, we are looking up here. Let's see what we have. Now the field is not what we want to be in the curve there. We could go ahead and do something like this, but... oh, upcoming tile. Could go here or here for a bunch of perfect tiles. A bunch, we get 2. That's not bad. That will keep us afloat. That will keep us, well, not afloat, but it'll keep us at 300 or 600 tiles. But you? No. Anything over here? I don't think so. I don't think we are getting a perfect tile with this one. What do we have up here? There's a lot of houses and forest. Maybe this is something we can utilize in the future up here. Unfortunately, not quite enough. Yeah, see, this would be something maybe we could go for. But this is also not a perfect tile, so... Right here, at least, in this instance, it wouldn't make much sense. Okay. Well, then... Let's see, do we like this one? That is... to the northeast, opposite of each other. Woods and field, and to the northwest, opposite... field and house. I'm not sure I feel great about that. So I think I'm gonna go with something else here. We're gonna go with something like this, I think. Field to field. House to the north there next to the river, but that's okay. Yeah, let's do something like that. Do we have something with you that's better than 2 perfect tiles? That's gonna be the question now, because we have 2 perfect tiles with this one. Do we have something that's better? Well, we have there. And you know... So, I think I like this... I like this placement better. And I don't like this placement better. So I like it better because there is some water. So if we get like a sharp turned river, then this river is closed off. The reason I like this one better is because if we do manage to get some good tiles in the future, this will, in the more immediate future, yield us more perfect tiles than the other place, because that is very open. This is a pocket. So if we can manage to close this one off, that is preferable. However, to do that, to get the reward from this, we would need to find this tile, or this one, and then this one. Because this one will still only yield 2 tiles, unless we find this one, of course, which we could. Yeah, well, let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. And hope that in the immediate/near future we'll get something. You can go down there. How close are we? 78. Not outside the realm of possibility here. We are getting close to our goal for today, though. So we need to be careful. Need to be careful. And this tile is a problem. This tile is a problem. We might have to... Do we have anything here? Please? No. We might not have anything with this one that has... to give us a perfect tile. Requires 3 houses. Not sure we have that. I think we've been lacking that for a while. Honestly, if we need to place it anywhere, I'm thinking we'll place it down here. To add to this mission, could even hook up the little side village here if we wanted to. Or we could place it up here as well and then build around. Would be nice to find this one before that one. It's because it's a little bit more complicated. Not by much, but the forest does add a little bit. Okay, we have here. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and grab that because we don't have anything else. We do have fields around some of our houses. Evidently they're closed off here, so actually not so much as I thought. Okay, what about... I think we have grasslands here, unfortunately. Yes, so you do not match up. We do have some houses around here with fields, but I don't... Much. Ooh, upcoming tile. No, I think the forest is on the wrong side. That's such a shame. That's exactly what we need. I think that's the first time we see something like this in a long time. Maybe I just haven't been keeping an eye out, but I think that's the first time we see it in a long time. Unfortunately, the forest is on the wrong side. We will double check, of course, when we get there. Okay. We think we have a bit up here as well. That is a no. No more houses at all. Okay. No, that's not a perfect tile, and it's quite chaotic there in the middle, I feel. Did we finally find a tile? Oh, it's not the first one, is it? I think we found one earlier. But did we find another one now that we can't place anywhere? I think we've been pretty good at finding places for the other tiles. It looks like our luck has run out with this one. Okay, so now the question becomes, what exactly do we want to utilize on this one? I feel like one field versus a bunch of houses over here is not really worth it. On the other hand, the houses is not really used anywhere else at the moment. We really don't have a spot for this one. It doesn't look like it. No, that's the entire kingdom. Let's. Where do we even want it then? Kind of want it over here. I guess here is not like a... Something like this is not horrendous. We could do something like this as well. No, that creates a triple need to the south, so that's not a good idea. But something like this is not too bad. It's not really an area we place much in, though. Could be, of course, but... at the moment, it isn't. We have some houses and fields down here, but not really anything. I guess this is actually not... I guess we thought the same thing previously with this tile. Yeah, maybe if we get lucky and get a tile that we can fit here in this episode, we can make up for the loss here. And then we have this one. That is, unfortunately, that's such a shame. And I think the other place, we need the exact same thing. Yes, even in the same alignment. That is a shame. That is a crying shame. Okay, well, we know that the upcoming tile is kind of going to save us. We are going to place that up here as well. But for now, at least, we still have this one. This one should give us a perfect tile somewhere. I cannot imagine that we won't find a spot for this one. Even though there's a lot of houses. Upcoming tile is not gonna be here. Nope. Okay. That is not bad. That is a perfect tile. It keeps grasslands close to the or adjacent to the railway, so even if we don't find that specific tile, it could be a water station. It doesn't create a triple need. Gives us a perfect tile if I didn't mention it, so let's go for that. This one is gonna bring us back up top. 2 perfect tiles. Yep. Ah, the houses, you are difficult. You are difficult. Fits very nicely right there, but that is not a perfect tile. Do we have anything over here? We do, actually. Perfect. Let's grab that. You would be wonderful to have over here, but doesn't look like you're gonna fit. Not with perfect tiles. That is such a shame. It is so close. Now, then it's a question if we gamble. We start another row. Gamble that will... Hello. Upcoming tile. Is that... Or is it the other way around? Oh, it's the other way around. Otherwise it would have been perfect right there. Son of a... It might be good right here, though. No, because it's gonna kill the quest, which we don't want. Son of a... Oh, do we gamble? Do we gamble and say that this is a good enough amount of trees? It gets us a bit closer to our mission. I don't think we gamble. I think we try to play it safe here. That is a pretty good match. It's only the one perfect tile for now, but we will take it nonetheless. Okay, single perfect tile, or single field. This yields us 2 perfect tiles. That will give us +1. That is a nice little... Ooh, and the upcoming tile is gonna go here, right? No, damn it. Still too little grasslands. Okay. You do not go down here at all. Let's just... I just want to... Yeah, but no reason to double check, because it is gonna kill the quest. But otherwise it would have been perfect right there. A lot of perfect tiles, but we don't want to destroy the mission. And you're the other way around. Yes. Darn. That's okay. We will find you somewhere, my friend. That is kind of okay, I suppose. It's not really what we're looking for there, I feel. It could have been nice down here, actually, with a bit of forest to close off some stuff. Lots of houses, but unfortunately it doesn't really match in anywhere. creates a nice surrounded by houses tile for the future there. Just to double check, you are bad. Yes, that is such a shame though. Okay, well, a single house. Mainly tiles though. Let's see what we can do with you over here. I think the ship has sailed. I'm completing this mission for this episode. If the game gave us nothing but field tiles for the rest of the episode, possibly could have done it. But I don't think it's going to. Okay, this was a bit of a gamble, I guess, in the past. For some reason I keep thinking that we have 2 grassland sides on this tile, but we don't. We only have the one. What about down here? I placed something in the past right here. Yeah, but no, not even close. But something like this, I think, could be okay. Yeah, why not? Okay. A blank tile completely. That should be able to get a perfect tile with this. The question will be if we can find somewhere that's amazing. The upcoming tile is likely to cost us a perfect tile. Okay, well, we have one here. This would have been a nice match as well if these had been filled out, but unfortunately they haven't. We have one here as well. Would be nice to fill in this this little area as well. We have one there. This could easily be more houses though. That doesn't. Oh well, no, there's a house there. Never mind. About to say that is 2 perfect tiles. That's a nice match as well, but no perfect tiles yet. I think that was all the way around. Yeah, okay. Did we find? Let's go for this one. See if we can't work on this area a bit, and let's see with you. We do have some fields somewhere, but I am fairly certain we're not gonna get a perfect tile out of you. It's okay though. We have a spare. We have a spare. And then it just makes sense to do something like this, I feel. On the other hand, working you down towards this one is probably not the best way to go about it. So maybe we get this one a bit away. Lead this one north. Let's just double check that we don't have something here. I can actually lead you out down here. That would be interesting, to say the least, if we could find that. But I think that's a very, very tall order. It's very close that we could lead it out here, but it's not a perfect tile in either case. And this is no, it's actually not even a perfect tile. And it was a mismatch as well, so that is a no. Let's I like the field towards against field here, but I dislike having this one go southeast since we have these two as well. So let's get this one out of here. Okay, back to 600. And then we have something like this that actually, once again, could that be a problem? I think it could be. I think it could be. Oh my, nightmare of a tile coming up as well. Well, we might have to work for it a little bit here towards the end. Let's see, we have a bunch of this stuff down here. This, unfortunately, does not match up. If we had turned this one the other way around, which I don't think would have made any sense if we did it, then this would actually have fit, but we didn't. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. That is gonna be a problem. We have grasslands as well. That's probably gonna be the what might save us here. We have grasslands as well. It doesn't have to be a house. It can be grasslands next to the fields, that is. We started another row here somewhere, didn't we? And that was here. But that also unfortunately has forest. This is starting to look a little bit bad. It's starting to look a little bit bad. Yeah, that's everything. That's everything. Wow, okay. Wow. Oh, no. Ah, this doesn't give us a perfect tile. Such a shame. And I think we've been through everything. I guess I haven't really checked like the middle here, but I don't think we have anything that has too many fields. Not in this amount anyway. Ooh, okay, well, that's a bit of a bummer. Let's see what we have. We're starting another row over here, that's for sure. Question will be, where do we start? We could start it here, actually. I feel like with the last few tiles we've had, we don't have anything that has a double field. Let's see if we can open something up that has a double field. Not like this, not like that. Oh, that's a shame. Not like that either. Might not be able to. There we go, actually. That is a new row as well, and that is kind of okay. It adds 3. That is good. We are now down 1. This one, hopefully, is a tile we can use to get a couple of perfect tiles. That is what we need right there, if only it had been a bit more developed in this area. But it is not. It would be kind of cruel if we have to throw everything away here towards the end. Oh, that is a triple need tile right there. What about the upcoming one? Is that gonna fit right there? Let's place it and see. I don't think so, unfortunately. No. Otherwise I would have taken it. Otherwise I would have taken it. But that is a shame. That doesn't match up either. No, that matches up quite nicely. Yoinks. Excellent. +1 again. Thank you, game. Upcoming forest one is gonna go here for 3 perfect tiles. So I think if only we if we just calm down and find the good placements, then we should be okay here. You are of course the other way around. What do we want with this one? This is like a nightmare tile. I think this one we just want something. If we can get a perfect tile, we'll take it. It doesn't really matter where. All that matters is that we don't create another triple tile needs. Okay. Yeah, no, not like that. Difficult part about something, a tile like this, is that nothing can be next to each other. There can't be houses next to each other, fields or forest, and there can't be grasslands at all. So it's gonna make it very difficult to find a perfect tile with this one, unfortunately. Well, this can literally only be field house field or forest house forest. If it's anything else, then it's a triple need tile. So that makes it kind of easy to look for, I just realized. And honestly, I don't think we have much of that. Not that has so much other stuff on it. So let's see if we can't utilize that. Is a surprisingly decent placement, I think. Lots of fields to the north, still keeps it fairly simple to the south. Let's just take it. Let's take it and move on. You could go there. That's exactly why we built this one. We're still at 600. Yep, let's grab that one, and you go down here. I can't think of a better ending for this video. That gave us everything we needed for the tiles, the goal we set, secondary goal, and we got to 500,000 points. Quite the milestone, and I think that was quite the satisfying episode, at least for me. I'll let you be the judges of that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and until next time, take care.